Welcome to Hridayam, a space for inner stillness, elevated awareness, and energetic transformation. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to completely arrive at this moment. What is stillness? Stillness simply means absence of movement. What is movement? Movement simply means movement of your body, movement of your emotions, your thought process. All these things constitute under movement. So our day-to-day life is based on constant movement, constant pace, even fast-paced. Okay? So when we constantly move, constantly have one activity lined up after the other, we are barely leaving any space for ourselves to just sit back and think what we are doing. Each day we go, our activities, our energy levels, they become trained, they become repetitive, and at one point becomes exhausting. The mind gets exhausted not by the lack of energy, the mind actually gets exhausted by the repeated monotonous movement, repeated mechanical movement, which you keep on doing day after day, day after day, day after day. From in between the work, you get 2 minutes time. We don't relax. We don't sit back and think, what do I do next? What do? Simply we pull out our phones and we start scrolling. Okay, so that is what we do. That is what we simply do. So the time which we're supposed to take a deep breath, or we are supposed to go for a walk and allow the mind to naturally pause, relax, and allow it to just be, we are constantly giving it more activity, more things to do. And even though we are using the phone, we are scrolling the phone, what we are simply doing is adding more and more information to the mind and filling it up and causing it to become more and more cluttered or congested. By the end of the day, you will feel like your head is like 1 kilogram, 2 kilograms heavier. And for example, if somebody tells you to sit without your device or sit without doing any activity, how do we feel? We feel extremely restless. We start fidgeting, we keep moving our legs, keep tossing around with our arms or anything that would make us feel more active. Whereas to actually increase our productivity, to actually allow us to connect oneself deeply, stillness is a prerequisite. In any meditation or in any spiritual school you go, stillness actually is a prerequisite. Now it is like this: if you feel chaotic, if you feel like you can't think clearly, or you have too much work, or you feel that there's a lot to do, and you feel it's very easy to feel overwhelmed. Now, to address this, stillness is needed. Stillness is needed to allow yourself to organize yourself and to organize the work that you have. How do we simply do this? And just simply take a pause, sit back for 2 minutes, and just relax your body. Close your eyes. Try to stop whatever movements the body is making. Simply take deep breaths. And while you're inhaling, observe the inhalation as much as you can. Then exhale completely. And observe the exhalation. If you do this for the next 2 to 3 minutes, you will find a rapid decline in the jittery thought process that you're having. That's one. Now, why stillness is important? I'll give you an example, okay? So, when the water is turbulent, it has a lot of waves, it becomes difficult to see through. It becomes difficult to navigate and to see life clearly as to what is happening in front of you. Now, when you do this simple exercise, just silently sit in a corner, take deep breaths, observe your inhalation, observe your exhalation. What you do is you allow your physical body to settle down, you allow your mind, your emotions to settle down, and that's when you start observing what is happening. You start observing, what is it that I have to do? You may get lots of thoughts that this work is pending, that work is pending. But after some time, you will start to see that your mind is gradually calming down, your physical body has actually calmed down, and you will see the world with a totally different lens of clarity. So this clarity will help you to make your decisions better, and this clarity will also help you to connect with yourself, who you truly are. Thank you for being here, and remember, when your inner world starts to shift, your life starts to shift with it. So when we say you have to have stillness, stillness is not just the gap between the activities that we have. Stillness also has to do with awareness. When you become still, when you become absolutely still, while you are doing that exercise, 2-minute exercise which we just discussed, what happens is you start sitting still and you observe the movements your body is making, the kind of thoughts you're getting, the kind of emotions that have been invoked within your system. When you start to sit still, when you start to be still for some time, you'll also observe, you start to get memories from a long time ago. You start to see what is there lying in the subconscious mind of yours. When you start to see that, that is what is happening to you. You are becoming aware. When you become aware, you start to see all that is there which you have identified yourself with within your system. With stillness comes awareness, and with awareness comes transformation. Now, if you do not have stillness, how can you expect to have awareness? For example, if you are constantly distracted with something or the other, constantly, you have one activity lined up after the other, you barely have time to see the kind of things that you're doing, the way you are reacting, the way you are handling situations, the way you're responding, or the way you're reacting. You barely have time to sit back and reflect, to be still, and to radiate that awareness onto the activities. You can understand the awareness like a light that falls into whatever aspect of your life or whatever that is you're doing. It is to illuminate it. So when that light falls into things, it starts to illuminate things, and you see whatever there is within that aspect of your life, whether be it good or bad, you can actively acknowledge it. For example, if you are dealing with something called as poor self-image, and when you have that stillness, when you have that awareness, you start to see the good qualities within you. And also, when you have stillness and awareness, you also start to see the shortcomings that you are having, or the points at which you are messing up. So without the stillness, it is very, very difficult to understand what we are doing and what is the impact that is being created. Now, with awareness comes transformation. Let's say you have that light and you're seeing a part of life is, there's a gray spot or there's a black spot in that area. Now you have the awareness, now you have the light, now you can see clearly. This is the part where you can choose to work on. This is the part where there will be transformation. So when we see that this is the part that we need to fix, we can start working on it, and then actual transformation starts to happen. So if you look back, you go back from awareness to stillness, and even before stillness, there is settling down of the physical body, of your mind, and your emotions. Basically, the body, the thought process, and the emotions. It all starts with settling down of the physical body. So now, let us do a quick exercise to cultivate the stillness. Let us practice together. Now simply curl your tongue up, gently touch the palate, close your eyes, keep your spine straight, relax your belly, inhale slowly, exhale slowly, inhale slowly, exhale slowly, Inhale. Try to breathe as much as you can. Exhale slowly and completely. Bring your awareness to your head, gradually moving down to your neck, your shoulders, your hands, your fingers, your fingertips. Bring your awareness to the trunk, to the abdomen. Observe how your abdomen is responding to every breath. With inhalation, the abdomen is expanding. With exhalation, the abdomen is going inwards. Relax yourself completely. Allow the body to settle in. Now gradually bring your awareness down to your legs, your knees, your feet, the tips of the toes. Now scatter your awareness throughout the whole body. Now remain in this state for a few moments. Be aware of the breath. Watch it go in. Watch it move out. Remain in this state for a few moments. As the body starts to settle down, you can observe thought process and mind. You may watch yourself thinking about things, about work, about anything that has been going on in your life. Remain in this state. Just observe. Now, as the body settles down, the mind settles down. And when the mind settles down, you start to achieve stillness, hold this state for a few moments. Gradually bring your awareness throughout your body. Move your fingers, move your toes, and gently open your eyes. How does your mind feel while you're doing this exercise? So once you achieve that stillness within your system, the water of your thoughts, your body, and your emotions begins to settle down. The light of awareness starts to come down, and that light is also coming down with intuition. Now this intuition is actually a higher level of intelligence which you possess. The prerequisite for having that intuition within you is stillness. When you have intuition, you have more creative ideas flowing through you. You have a higher and a faster way of processing things. You have a higher and faster way to calculate things, to make the best possible solution or a best possible outcome out of any situation that you have. By practicing the exercise that we just did, you gradually develop stillness in most situations that you have and allow the light of awareness and intuition come through you and to illuminate and to bring about transformation in yourself.